Christine Cabisinga Sarmiento, and welcome to Buhay Parang Life, where we discuss issues about family and life. Thank you once again, dear viewers, for welcoming me back and for tuning into this episode. Again, we invite everybody to please share, like, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and Facebook page, and to write down your comments and suggestions down below. Buhay Parang Life is part of Faith Watch TV. I hope you have already downloaded the app in your mobile devices. This is episode 2 of our discussion about mental health. And again, we have with us a mental health professional. Hindi ko na siguro ulitin yung napakahaba niyang title. She is Miss Sweet Remandaban. So hi again, Sweet. Welcome back.
Hello again. Good afternoon.
Ayan, no? So, we have in part 1, we discussed about mental health issues and concerns really were exacerbated by the pandemic. And then we also talked about how everybody was affected regardless na race, color, age, no? Your developmental stage in life, your status in the world, no? Lahat tayo apektado. Napag-usapan din natin na parang yung effects were so serious na medyo hindi madaling sabihin na everything will go back to normal, no? We have been here in the Philippines. The lockdown began 3 years ago, no? March 2020. And we have experienced, all of us, personally, the effects of the pandemic. We also said na, in fact, yung pandemic, during this past 3 years, mas marami pa yung mentally and emotionally affected kesa sa physically affected. So, Sweet, siguro in order to continue our discussion, no? My question for you is, what can you say were the different coping mechanisms that people used during the pandemic? Kasi baka ma-reassess natin, no, yung sarili natin if nagawa natin yon, or kung hindi, baka pwede pa natin gawin ngayon moving forward.
Okay, there is no one standard like way to cope, no? It varies per people, syempre. And obviously iba-iba, no? Marami naging plantito-plantita, 'di ba? It's a way to cope, 'di ba? Maraming, 'di ba, I remember dalgona, ano yung coffee na
Yung coffee.
ayan, 'di ba?
Oo.
Ano-anong naimbento, 'di ba, ng mga Pilipino, konteksto ng Pilipino, no?
Oo.
Ang ano natin, no? Because yun yung way to cope, no? Maraming parang naging interior design ng kanilang
Bahay.
mga sariling bahay, nag-move around ng mga furnitures, nagpintura, nag-DIY, 'di ba? What else? Iba-iba. Excuse me.
Cook.
Iba nag-exercise. Sorry?
Naging cook, naging baker.
Yan.
Entrepreneur, no?
Diba? Talaga. Maraming nag-business na mga from home, diba? Tapos, pinapa-move at kung ano-ano lang nila yung mga produkto nila. But in reality, yun yung way to cope, no? Finding a way to distress, finding a way to, finding the controllables and focusing on the controllables. That's one way to cope, no? Because we cannot cope with the chaos that's happening around us nung time na yon. Siguro dahil nga uncertain lahat ng mga bagay. What's a certain thing is, pag nag-bake ka at this hour, kailangan kunin mo na at this hour. Yung ganon, diba? One task at a time, you've been doing that. So, iba-iba. In reality, iba-iba yung ginawa talaga ng mga tao to cope, no? Marami siguro sa atin yung mas nagligo ng mas matagal kasi hindi nagmamadali.
Oo.
Funny, pero totoo talaga, 'di ba? Yung you took your longer time in one thing. Ganon, 'di ba? Yung mga dating in a rush because of traffic and because of everything, parang took their time, no? And ito siguro, another way to cope is with a family.
Mm.
Madami ang dasal ng rosary as a family.
Yeah.
Oo, siguro
Daily.
daily,
Yeah.
'di ba? 'Di ba? Dahil sa hindi na lang rin 'yun dahil sa pandemya, pero 'di ba dahil nga magkakasama,
Oo.
marami ang kumain ng sabay-sabay. 'Di ba?
Yan, tama.
Maraming nag-ahain ng mga pagkain ng 'di ba? Dahil or nag-imbento ng kung ano-ano kasi ubos na yung maluto nila. At
Oo.
totoo talaga 'to ha.
Oo.
At maraming nag-away dahil sa anong lulutuin nilang pagkain. Pero totoo, it's a way to cope by
Mm.
focusing on the controllables and by removing what stresses you the most, diba? And you're, just thinking of things that are tangible.
Yeah.
You have concrete hold off, parang
Oo.
gano'n. So yun, iba-iba talaga. Ay ako personally, nag-exercise, 'di ba? Tinutukan yung mga bata. Ganun, ganun talaga siya. And longer time, isa ako dun sa mga longer time in the bathroom. So yun.
Oo.
Yun, different ways to cope, no?
Yeah. So itong mga sinabi mo, Sweet, no? I remember ako rin personally. One thing that I really felt was a benefit rather than negative, no? Is yung going to mass. Kasi
Mm.
before kasi pag online or TV mass parang ay hindi yan. Ngayon parang lahat kailangan bawal eh. Bawal magsimba physically, no? Parang I don't know about you but there are people whom I know personally na hindi na nagsisimba pre-pandemic. Pero nung pandemic, nagsisimba na as a family pa.
Yes,
Ba?
yes.
So I think that's one good thing na nangyari, no? Aside from yung sinabi mo, eating together as a family. Would you say na parang 'di ba maraming nagsasabi noon na parang this pandemic is also a way for us to um reevaluate what are the important things in life and what do we need to prioritize? Ano sa tingin mo?
Madaming point of reflection in our lives nung pandemic. It's very existential. Sa
Hmm.
existential psychology na ba?
Oo,
Parang
oo.
very, very existential because people are wondering ano ba ang relevance ng buhay, ano ba ang meaning in their lives. Bakit? Yun, di ba? Maraming nagtanong yan because before we are in a constant hurry of just doing our work, or doing our, just to get from one point to another, from point A to point B, di ba? Which is home and wherever you're going, no? But now, 'di ba, parang na-reassess mo, oh, importante ang mga bagay na 'to, yung pamilya, babalik at babalik sa sino ang mga kasama mo, 'di ba?
Mm.
Sa bahay, sino ang mga kasama mo sa buhay, 'di
Mm.
ba? Lalo na during this crisis. It's a
Mm.
very, very challenging time. So
Mm.
yun, the people that matter
Mm.
so
Mm.
much because 'di ba parang marami tayong kakilala. Pero ito lang pala yung makakasama ko at this moment. Okay? So, hindi naman na-discard mo yung mga ibang tao, pero wala, you really have to focus on these people that you're with.
Mm.
What else? Siguro, para saan ang ginagawa mo?
Yan,
Diba?
oo.
Maraming tanong ang kailangan mong sagutin dun sa ano na yun eh. Ano ba tong ginagawa ko? Ano bang trabaho to? Tama
Correct.
ba tong trabaho ko? Diba?
Yan.
And it makes you reflect also, no? Um, yung syempre kumikita ka ng pera or 'di ba? Pero ano ba? Paano, para saan ba? Para kanino ba to? So yun,
Oo.
yung mga yun, anong mahalaga sa buhay? Yun talaga. Ano
Yan.
yung mahalaga sa buhay? Anong kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin?
Yan. Oo. Yung parang para kanino ka bumabangon, sabi ni sabi ni Daniel Padilla. Oo,
Oo,
tama,
maraming
tama.
tagline yan eh. Para kanino lumalaban, para kanino
Oo.
bumabangon, 'di ba?
Ang
Para
galing
saan ang
mo.
buhay?
I think it's good that you brought that up. Parang everybody became very existential kasi parang if before we didn't have the time to think about those questions, now we have all the time in the world, no,
Yeah.
to think about it. Meron nga akong kilala na yung mga kilala ko yung iba talagang nag-resign,
Yeah.
naghanap ng way of 'di ba, nakahanap ng trabaho that would help them balance work and life, spend more quality time with the important people in their life. Meron akong kilala na because of the pandemic, napilitan mag-reflect, pumasok sa pagiging madre. Meron din akong kilala na seminarista na magpapare na lumabas sa pagiging sa seminary, no? Parang nagkaroon ng mga at maraming nagpakasal, maraming na-engage, no? Maraming nag-break. Kumbaga, lahat
Oo.
tayo napilitan tayo to evaluate our relationships and our purpose in life, no? Yeah, okay. Sige. So, what do you think, having said all of these things, no, I believe there is this was an opportunity for us to really um, reflect on the things that we are doing in life and the things that we should focus on.
Mm.
So now that 3 years have passed na nga, what do you think?
Post-pandemic na nga rin.
Oo, nasa post-pandemic na nga tayo, no? Um, what do you think we should really focus on? Kasi baka mamaya, like, nung ano, di ba, nung nag-open up na lahat, balik na ulit sa traffic, balik na ulit sa busyness in life, but maybe we should still remind ourselves what are the things that we need to focus on. What do you think we still need to focus on?
Babalik pa rin tayo dun sa existential question ng buhay mo. I'm sure you have to always ask pa rin. Para kanino at para saan, o 'di ba, yung pagbangon mo, no? So, importante pa rin 'yun kasi 'yun pa rin naman yung magpo-propel ng paggising mo araw-araw, no? Yeah, second is to go at your own pace, no? Still, slowly easing and transitioning sa
Mhm.
buhay, no? Still setting your own boundaries, no? Accept how you feel about, going back or the normalcy of things because there's still the new normal in a way. Parang yung new normal mo. So you have
Mm-mm.
your own journey right now, no? So you still have to make decisions kasali sa pag-evaluate ng kung ano yung mahalaga sa buhay mo. Okay? Hindi naman yun matatapos sa pag-evaluate lang. Ngayon, implementation at decision making in life, no? Kunwari, pagbalik mo sa trabaho, ito ba yung trabaho na babalikan mo? 'Di ba? Nung bumukas na at pinag-report to office ka na, ganon? Or, ay mahalaga talaga yung trabaho na to, so, 'di ba, parang babalik ako dito. Yung mga ganon na pag-evaluate sa mga trabaho o sa buhay mo, 'di ba? Ano yung mahalaga? Or are you for the work from home setup? 'Di ba? Parang you get to balance, 'di ba? Both worlds, your home and your in one area, in one location. So, yun, babalikan mo. Ano ka ba? Para saan ka ba ngayon, 'di ba? In your current situation or current state of life. Aside from work from home, 'di ba? Babalik ka ba sa office, 'di ba? Or hybrid ba, 'di ba? Parang susunod ka ba sa ganitong sistema in your office or kasali ba doon ang paghahanap ng ibang trabaho, paghahanap ng ibang business, 'di ba, yung
Mm-mm.
mga ganon. Even in decision making when it comes to yung sa pag-aaral, 'di ba? I mean, wala kang choice, kailangan mong pumasok. Pero parang it's either, 'di ba, kung merong nagbukas sa mga maraming homeschool, 'di ba, yung
Oo,
ngayon,
correct,
or
correct.
'di ba, yung option for that, or meron pa ring mga hybrid yung setup, 'di ba? So, where are you going from
Mm-mm.
that state na yung alam mo yon nung nalaman mo na evaluate mo saan ka na ba, so
Yung
again,
buhay.
go at your own pace, 'di ba? Make decision. Now if you feel right this is for you, then do it. Na be honest with yourself, right? Be
Mm-mm.
honest with yourself. If you don't feel bad na you're going at your own pace. Some
Mm-mm.
people nakabalik na, naka-transition na in the work from home. work from home to go back to their office, report to daily office, 'di ba? Pero yung iba, hindi
Hindi
pa
pa.
kaya mag-onsite. Oo,
Yeah.
yung mga gano'n or hindi ko na pala kayang mag-onsite.
Oo.
O, 'di ba? Or so yung mga ganong bagay, no? So be honest with yourself if you're ready. Now, if you're not ready, what will you do, 'di ba? Um Also be direct about what works for you. No, this
Mhm.
doesn't work for me. This works for me. Use I statements if you're not comfortable pa rin in meeting a lot of people and going to concerts. I know yung may mga ganun eh, 'di ba?
Mm,
Pero
mm.
pag hindi ka pa talaga handa, then don't force yourself to do so, 'di ba? Yung iba nagta-travel na, yung iba hindi pa, ganun. So kung ikaw naman yung talagang kating-kati na lumabas na at ano, so this is the stage of your life na you wanna you wanna go out, then do so, 'di ba? It's for your mental well-being, then do so, no? So, you just have to be mindful pa din, of
Yeah.
course, nung saan ka nanggagaling, kung saan ka pupunta, kung ano bang direksyon yung pupuntahan ng buhay mo, no? But still cope in your own way, kung ano yung way of coping mo. So, you still exercise, 'di ba?
Mm.
You still do the things that you love. 'Di ba? Yun yung mga natutunan natin. You still get enough sleep. Siguro, 'di ba? That's what you've been getting
Oo.
nung ano, healthy food, 'di ba? Nung panahon na yun, parang luto-luto, walang fast food. But now we're back to that lifestyle, no? So you still get enough sleep, those basic physiological needs, no? Of course, you still spend time with your family now, pero probably outdoors, no? Or, 'di ba, yung gano'n. So, going out now, if your kids, may time na sila now to go out, 'di ba? So, slowly transitioning and managing the post-pandemic stress. By the way, meron kasi 'di ba ano to, um, PTSD,
Okay.
post-traumatic stress disorder. May mga nagsasabi na meron, although this isn't talagang wala pa tong ganitong diagnosis, no? Pero meron post-pandemic stress disorder daw. Pero I
Mhm.
think hindi ganun nag-last yung ano, yung disorder na to. Parang hindi naman siya talaga nagamit, no? Pero maraming na-stress. But
Yeah.
parang right now we're slowly getting back there.
Oo, oo.
So
But do
medyo
you
mas maraming nagiging okay na rin mental
yeah.
health wise.
But do you judging from what you have just shared, no, Sweet, and parang those are all valuable inputs. You believe that things should not go back to exactly how they were before.
I think it won't go back pa rin naman talaga to how it was before. Pandemic is still here.
Yeah.
Pa. Tapos hopefully the lessons that people learn
Yan.
from the
Oo.
pandemic will remain intact, no?
Mhm.
Being kinder to yourself, being
Oo.
kinder to others, being more empathetic towards others, no? So, if those lesson, no, resonates until now with you, sana bitbitin talaga ng mga tao, no?
Yeah. Oo. Parang kasi sayang naman yung lessons na natutunan natin, especially since we all had to learn those lessons. No, parang sayang if it helped us improve or become better individuals or better members of the family, better spouses, better parents, better children.
Yeah. So
Oo.
sana bitbitin nila, 'di ba? You to always just cope whenever there are struggles, to never lose hope. I think people, yun yung mga nabibitbit nila, no? Mas lumalim yung pananampalataya, 'di ba? Ng mga tao kasi wala eh, saan kakakapit, 'di ba? Nung panahon
Oo.
ng pandemya lalo na. So maraming tumatag yung faith, no? Maraming lumalim yung relasyon sa Diyos, lumalim yung relasyon sa mga tao.
Yeah, okay. So personally, Sweet, sa iyo, mag-aano tayo, siguro I'll ask you personally, no, ano yung mga lessons na para sa'yo natutunan mo as a wife, as a mother? Kasi marami kang na-share about being a mental health professional. As a wife, as a mother, as a daughter, as a sibling, ano yung mga lessons na para sa'yo talagang iki-keep mo at babaunin mo moving forward?
As a wife and as a mother,
Oh.
siguro talagang kasi I have young kids eh.
Mm.
So, imagine the noise and the loud noises in the home. Diba?
Oo.
That we have a tiny home, lalo na nung simula yung pandemic. It's hard, parang po mga bata, parang how will you empathize? Parang how will you, but you really listen. I learned how to listen to them. Siguro more, kasi kami lang sabi ko nga to be honest, hindi pa ako hindi pa ako hybrid pa lang this week. Wow, this week. So,
Oo.
parang yung lahat ng therapy work ko, sobrang mangilan-ngilan lang yung face-to-face. But it's all, so, ang kausap ko lang ay mga anak ko. Imagine that, no? Aside from sa screen na, of course, meron akong mga ilan-ilan na friends. So, marami na rin naman akong nakausap, no? Pero, iba kasi yung when you're in the pantry, diba, ganun. Kasi
Oo.
yung natutunan ko talaga is to put prime in what they're talking about and what they're talking about, their interest. Ang dami nilang kinai-excita ng mga bata. Tapos,
Oo.
really patience kasi nga we stay in one home, diba? So, pag magkakainisan, hindi ka naman makakatakas at this moment. I mean, lalo na nung panahon na yun, hindi ka naman like, talagang kayo-kayo rin magkakasama. So, siguro yun, emotion regulate.
Mm.
Stress
Yeah.
tolerance na we call it emotion regulation in DB.
Oo.
Talagang importante. As a parent also, I really learned that in the chaos with, as parents talaga, the first thing that you have control over is your emotions.
Mm.
So I have to regulate my own emotions. They're shouting, throwing tantrums. I have a toddler, I have a preschooler, and I have a grade schooler. So talagang, yun, to really regulate my own emotions and help them regulate their own emotions. And for them to be, eventually emotionally intelligent
Oo.
individuals. So
Yeah.
yeah, listen to them.
Oo.
Right,
As
nakapag
a wife, hindi mo naman sinagot yung wife, mother.
ko yun, patience is a virtue.
Akala ko sa mga anak lang yun.
Kasali yung patience and understanding. Of course, I think it's kami lang, diba? Parang mag-usap. Although pag sabihin kong kami lang kasi we live in a compound, so hindi kami lang.
Oo.
So, but in reality, I mean yun, kami talaga yung nag-uusap. Until now, feeling ko bit-bit talaga namin, no? Siya yung kausap ko lagi. Di ba?
Mm.
Parang, siya lang talaga, no? So, yun lang, pagka nagkakatampuhan na, siguro we found also our own way na talagang
Oo.
hindi kami yung kahit anong pilit ko, hindi kami yung we have to talk before we sleep. Pag hindi kami ganon. Kami yung let's cool our mind, let's
Oo.
first, minsan until tomorrow,
Oo.
ganon.
So you found your own way of dealing
Yeah.
with these these situations. That's so nice. And sana marami by sharing this with us, no, as a mental health professional yourself, sana marami ring this will resonate to our viewers also kasi you are telling us that you are a mental health professional but you also need to take that time for yourself, no, to regulate your own emotions and to
Yes.
really to have that patience. Did you feel that you also needed to sound off to somebody else?
I had a
During-
therapist also.
Aha,
Oo,
ayan.
nung time na hindi naman breaking point, hindi naman ako ganon. But
Oo.
therapist can have therapist also. So,
Oo. Yan, so
yeah.
magandang lesson yan, no? Kasi marami sa mga nanay, for example, or parents, no? Or older siblings, no? They find themselves in a position wherein tinitignan sila, role model sila, so feeling nila wala silang karapatan to ask for help.
Mm.
Pero, oo,
Know when to seek help. Hindi
yan.
pag hindi pagbibigay ka na. Okay.
Oo, tama,
Totoo yan.
tama.
Totoo yan.
Won't wait until, no? Bibigay ka na or sasabog ka na.
Hindi naman necessary therapist, mental professional.
Oo,
Pwede naman simulan mo muna sa mga
friends.
kung hindi kayo sa asawa, ay kung tapos na yung asawa, parang gano'n. Pwedeng
Constant.
kaibigan, pwedeng
Yan.
simulan sa gano'n, mentors, 'di ba?
Oo, oo.
Spiritual leaders, 'di ba? Pwedeng namang gano'n, no? So, what suits you or what you're comfortable at, 'di ba?
What
Kasi
floats your boat?
Yeah, what's your goal?
All right. So moving forward, Sweet, what is one important advice that you can give families so that each member of the family can be a source of support to one another? What advice do you think is most important that we can all take?
Siguro it's really to listen to one another. Kasi you can't offer if you don't know what your family member is going through, no? So, talagang listening ear and listening heart, no? Pag hindi talaga nila kayang sabihin, your emotions, you connect to their emotions, no? So, advice of support is first of paalamin mo muna, kamusta? So yung kamustahan, the how are yous, you ask your child if you're a parent, no? Kamusta ka? You ask your spouse if you're a spouse sa gabi or ano, make sure to have a regular conversation. So I think whether kasi pag lalo na now, siguro now that we're going out already, pagbalik kasi 'di ba yun yung mga natutunan natin, 'di ba, na importante, mahalaga ang pamilya. So 'di ba ngayon na lumalabas na ang mga tao sa bahay, 'no? Pagbalik, huwag kalimutan ang mga non-negotiables to talk at in dinner table or before sleeping, 'di ba? To check in on each other once in a while. Yeah,
So,
I think yan yung
pinaka-importante, no?
aside from, of course, you do prayer together and all that, yeah. Yeah, but
So,
mentally, yun, check-ins.
oo. So, in terms of our mental health, because this really affects everything, our physical health, our social relationships, how we deal with the different challenges that life will throw at us, no? It's important that we continue to evaluate, to assess ourselves, to meditate, to take care of ourselves, and also to take care of the important relationships around us. I think lahat tayo, this pandemic gave us an opportunity to really mature in that sense, no, na ano ba talaga yung importante sa buhay, and sana hindi natin sayangin yung mga lessons na natutunan natin during the pandemic. I think this is really an opportunity for us to become better and stronger as individuals and as a people, as a community, no? So let's take all of those lessons to heart, and let's hope and pray that everything else moving forward, we can really overcome, no? And as a stronger and healthier mind, body, and spirit. So, Sweet, maraming salamat. Thank you for giving us this time and for speaking to us about your professional and personal experience.
Thank you also. Thank you, everyone.
Siguro next time, iba naman ang pag-usapan natin, yan ang mga ano, mga ibang bagay naman, no, like studying or further studies. Ganyan, no? But I'm so happy that you gave us this time, and I'm so happy to our dear viewers for taking the time also to join us in this episode. So that's all the time that we have for now and for this episode. We hope that you will continue watching Buhay Parang Life. We have so many episodes that we are preparing for and really working hard to give you all of these episodes that will help you in life. Again, this is Chinka Bisinga Sarmiento reminding everybody na sana haba-habaan natin ang ating pasensya sapagkat ang buhay parang life. God bless!